Alright. Alright. Now we got action. Now we got action. We straight. See the little green bubbles. We good. Alright, bet. It is clean. Alright, man. That was a good stretch. But that's crazy though. Today's the 13th. Oh, I need to find that pay. Holding this to my soul family and my soul tribe. Feeling how y'all vibrating, how y'all doing. I hope all is well. Like I said, I hope y'all been meditating, going within yourself and doing the inner work. You dig what I'm saying? I hope y'all been alchemized. It's uploading, downloading, and integrating all forms of information that is flowing all around you throughout the ethers. You dig what I'm saying? May y'all continue to expound on all y'all creative endeavors, expound on all y'all different ideas and thought forms, and materialize them and anchor them into this reality so that y'all can do y'all part for the collective. How y'all feeling? How y'all operating? How y'all doing? I hope all is well. Rich Rising Nick, Rich Rising Tiana, Rich Rising Jack Boy, how y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? How y'all vibrating? Rich Rising Baby Girl, how you feeling? How you vibrating? How y'all feeling? How y'all vibrating? Wholeness to Brittany Nicole, how you feeling? How you vibrating? So, like I was saying, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram if y'all don't already. My Instagram is Kalel, AHKKALEL. My YouTube is Kalel, AKH space KALEL. You dig what I'm saying? And for any one of y'all who want to have a more one-on-one conversation with me, you dig what I'm saying? Click the link in my bio and tap in. Click the link in my bio and tap in. Drop a 9. Y'all can hear me. Y'all can see me. I can see. Much gratitude, KMP. Wholeness to Sharp Shelby. Much gratitude, DAA. And just because today is the 13th, right? I'm gonna give every one of y'all. I'm gonna give y'all some little bit of, so I could tap in as well, some facts about the day dealing with the frequency of 13 or the number 4, right? Because that's a big thing with numerology. Like that's why people say this new age form of numerology and all this new age form of this and that. It works, but it don't at the same time. And I get it. You dig what I'm saying? Because when you tap back into the old and arcane ways they utilize numerology, the phatic system, and things like that, it really works, and it really shows you the accuracy. Like right before I ended this live, came back on, somebody said Friday 13th. I did what is called page dodging, right? So some of y'all don't know, it's the same thing as when tarot readers they doing tarot readings, right? Or if somebody's using, I don't know, like they're reading a candle or they're reading smoke or something like that, they're getting a reading, right? You could do the same thing with a book. You know what I'm saying? It's called page. And they even have books on Amazon where it's just solely you ask, you put the frequency out there, you ask a question, you know what I'm saying, into the ethers, and then you page styles a book, and there's the book will have like all different type of phrases, all different type of information in there, to where it's like you get that download that you needed as far as you asking that question. So that's literally what I just did. I just page dialed. So I said Friday 13th, I'm like, all right, bet I need to see the number 4 then, right? And that's dealing with the phatic system and numerology. You add all the numbers together to see the entire frequency of that number. For example, there's 626 people in the live, or 626 likes, right? That's 14. That's 5, right? Instead of looking at the angel number 626 or looking at the angel number 111, 222, 333, add them together and get the frequency of that number in its entirety. You dig what I'm saying? So like I said, today is the 13th, right? Let's see. I want to go back to that page. Bring me back to that page. Please bring me back to that page. Please bring me back to that page. That page, it has some real insightful stuff on it. Damn, man. See, I didn't even really get into this book, so I couldn't tell you the exact page. Let me find it real quick. Hold on. Health and illness. Nope. Hold on. Let me go to the index. Wholeness to the Godcatic love. Wholeness to Craig the Fool, man. I swear, Craig, you've been rocking with me ever since I first made TikTok. Like, real spill. Much wholeness and much gratitude into you, man. All right, real quick. Nope. Wow, wow, y'all. It literally has a whole section dedicated to Friday the 13th. So we're gonna tap that real quick. Page 282. Page 282. That's crazy. That's crazy. Page 282. Right here. All right. Friday the 13th. Damn, what kind of word is that? Do you have triskade what? Triskaidekaphobia or fear Friday the 13th? Even though we are at the door of the 21st century, the number 13, especially Friday the 13th, still tops the list of superstitions. It's been estimated that in the country alone, this phobia cost the U.S. business a little over $700 million and about, yeah, that's a typo. Believe it or not, there are even those who take off work on the 13th of the day of the month. If you have had a fear of the number 13, you're not alone. President Franklin D. Roosevelt feared the number 13. According to his secretary, Grace Kelly, in her book, FDR, My Boss, President Roosevelt would have her seated at the dinner table at the last minute if there were 13 present. So let's get to, I'm trying to look at that. I'm trying to look at the, all right, right here. Although the number 13 is given the connotation of being unlucky, is really not. Perhaps the reason for this belief has to do with ancient symbology, which is where I want to find it. Long ago, when people used picture symbols, the 13 was thought to represent death, which is very, 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 very powerful in itself, because the 13th zodiac sign would symbolize Christ consciousness. You dig what I'm saying? Or you being able to embody the fullness of your higher self, or what I like to call the infinite self, without being governed by the astrological system, right? Where it go? They knew it as the picture on the tarot card labeled death, showing a skeleton with a scythe in his hands, cutting off human heads. In the late Middle Ages, people interpreted this to mean physical death, not realizing symbolically that it meant death to an old way of life or way of thinking, a change for the better. Facts. Ancients described 13 as a symbol of power, which, if wrongly used, wreaks destruction upon itself. Now, we got a whole paradigm, a whole system, a whole tyrannical government is using that. You know what I'm saying? As far as the number 13, but I really want to find that page where it was talking about the symbols of it real quick. If I can't, oh well, we just gonna get into what I was talking about before I hopped on here and tapped into this. Let me do one more flip and we just gonna tap in. I appreciate that comment, Carl Lotz, if you on the live or not. All right, here we go right here. Here we go right here. I don't know why this is in here. Nope, this ain't even the page. All right, that's it. But yeah, like I said, if y'all didn't watch, is that Gaia behind you? If you want to conceptualize this as being Gaia behind me, then yes, it is. Wholeness to Scully Money. Wholeness to Cassandra Collier. How you feeling? How you vibrating? This is the first year that I heard it's Goddess Day. Tap into your feminist energy. Oh, I like that. I like that. But that also ties into what I was talking about today, as far as the TikTok video that I posted today. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start doing that more, going deeper in on the TikTok videos that I post and doing lives around them on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. So the TikTok video I posted today was, what does it mean to work with a deity, right? If I was to ask any one of y'all in the chat right now, what does it mean to work with a deity for you? What would y'all say? Cassandra Collier, what does it mean to work with the deity for you? Is that something that you subscribe to or assimilate with, or that's something that you just push all the way to the side? You dig what I'm saying? What working with the deity mean for y'all? To work with my higher self. That's a great answer. Embody their energy. That's also a great answer. You dig what I'm saying? That's the answers that I'm looking for. Y'all already on the frequency. Higher self, working with my ancestors. What does it mean to work with your ancestors? What does it mean to work with your ancestors? I haven't much yet, but I understand it in embodying the energy. I say, yes, prayer and fasting, right? For me, reaching out to the higher powers or the ancestors for guidance. Yes, that's also another aspect of it, right? Tap into our past energies. What it means to me is to work from within with the powers of the gods. I say, I summoned the deity in my dream with the book of Goish. Hey, Josh, be careful with that shit, bro. Don't be careful. I know what book you talking about because I got it. Be careful with that, bro. Real stuff, real spill. To seek their guidance and actually listen to it. Peace, light, reflection. Wholeness, Bryce. Proud of Bryce. So, right. All of those are great answers. Those are all correct answers. You dig what I'm saying? It's about embodying the energy. It's about integrating the consciousness. You dig what I'm saying? It's working with the deity is the same in the sense of you drawing picture from memory, right? Drawing a picture from memory to where you're tapping into that vision or that image so powerful to where that you can now manifest it or anchor it into this third dimensional reality, right? So you have people that's working with all different kinds of energies, right? And like I said in my video, most people would think to see these same. Thank you, Lady J, for reiterating that. Be careful. Uh, but you will have people who are working with these energies and things like that, and people uh who don't really understand what it means, they'll take a completely left field. You dig what I'm saying? Take a completely left field. And like I said in my video, they will say that you're working with something outside of God, outside of source, not understanding the law of oneness. You dig what I'm saying? Our deity is called the universe. You are a deity. You dig what I'm saying? You are a deity, right? You are literally everything. So when you're working with anything, whether, like I said, it be a deity, it be a pen, nigga, it be a crystal, whatever the case may be, it's about conscious integration. Do anybody know what conscious integration is? Do anybody know what conscious integration is? God, it's all in one type. Yes, exactly. I don't want to mispronounce your name. I don't want to mispronounce your name, but yeah, subconscious. But does anybody know what conscious integration is? Yes, tapping into the deities, working with them in this avatar. Yep, I say. If I ask y'all conscious integration is, crystals are deities too. That's a whole different, we can go there for real. That's a whole different, it's not different, but that's a whole different video type shit, bro. That's something I gotta bring out something separately. But in a sense, yes. You dig what I'm saying? In a sense, yes. Tapping into one's higher self, combining all the aspects of self in the universe. Yes, that's what conscious integration is right there. That is what conscious integration is right there. You dig what I'm saying? So being able to merge your reality or your mind or your consciousness with the consciousness of whatever you're trying to embody, right? So, for example, right, when I started to tap more into Catholicism and I was reading the stories and you know what I'm saying, different dialogues of different gods and goddesses and how they interacted and how they came about and how they died and things like that. A download hit me. It was basically the same download that I got as far as reading the Bible, but it just reinstilled itself. So, you know how you have to read the Bible and they're reading it for face value, right? Which isn't wrong. You can do that because you can still get information from it. But you're also supposed to read it in an allegory-like sense. It's the same with when you're reading anything. It was the same thing for me when I was reading these comedic stories and things like that of different gods and goddesses. I started to read it for face value, then I stopped and I started to read it in an allegorical sense. And when you start to read these things in an allegorical sense, now you're able to physically, you're able to physically begin to integrate consciousness, because now it's more of a as above so below type thing. We know that things manifest from the higher energetic realms down to this third dimensional reality, but it's also vice versa, right? Just because things are already manifested here from this third into the third dimensional reality from the higher dimensions doesn't mean that you still can't shift things in your physical reality to shift what's already there in the third dimensional reality. So um by doing little things like that, you begin to integrate and merge your consciousness physically, so that then the spiritual work or the spirituality or the energetic, you know what I'm saying, what people want to happen as far as when they work with the energy or work with the deity to happen, that will begin to happen and manifest to you, right? But that will only happen if you are able to understand what is really going on in your own way, because it's different for everybody. Like I just had another self sense of enlightenment with things that I do. And I'm like, wow, at the end of the day, it's just really just me. You dig what I'm saying? Because you have certain spiritual systems and walks of life that say you have to be initiated into different things to work with this and work with that, right? But what do you do if you're one of those people, if these entities or these beings or these aspects or these energies just start coming to you, right? This is when you begin to understand that sometimes even people who have years and years and years of cultural information about these energies don't really understand it in an omniscient fashion, because they think that if you're part of this bloodline or part of this culture, you're supposed to work with these things. But what happens when they start to come to you and want to work with you, right? That's why I say it's about conscious integration, because you can begin to start grounding, right? And start to release energy, start to release and alchemize and charge up your energetic body to where it's now, because we're going through all these paradigm shifts, because we're the planetary ascension level is rising and things like that. Different aspects of your spiritual genetic memory are beginning to come to the forefront, and now different energies and deities and beings are now materializing themselves energetically into this third dimensional realm to give you signs and symbols and synchronicities that they are ready to work with you, or you are ready to work with them. You dig what I'm saying? So what about when people start having these experiences and things like that, and they begin to um see these beings around or just feel this energy around, right? Everybody has a connection to everything in their own way, shape, or form. And that connection will only come to the forefront, like I said, when you are consciously, subconsciously ready for it. So, for example, um, all right, we ain't gonna go there then. We ain't gonna go there then. We ain't gonna go there then. We ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna go there either. Damn. Okay. Hold on. All right. So, what should you do when these things begin to resurface around you? You begin to see signs and symbols. You begin to see uh 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 uh, uh different words. Like it got to the point with me where I was seeing different beings and entities names on license plates. How? Like how? They screaming at that point. You dig what I'm saying? Start having these experiences, or you start seeing these synchronicities, and you hear people say, "Oh, you're not supposed to work with this. You're not supposed to work with that because you wasn't initiated in." What would you do? What would you do? Right? What I would do, right, understand that I'm connected to everything, even if I wasn't initiated in this third dimensional reality. You dig what I'm saying? We have to break past that limiting mindset of being grounded in a sense of one thing. You dig what I'm saying? Being grounded in a sense of one eon or era of when things were actually popping. Go back way past before then and be able to understand that even if this was a time where this was heavily prevalent and people was getting initiated and I wasn't in that time frame, or my bloodline or genetic ancestry wasn't in that time frame, I'm still omnipotently connected. I'm omnipotently connected to everything omnisciently. uh could there be more than one deity trying to get your attention? um yes and no. I say that because you don't want to overwhelm yourself, they don't want to overwhelm you. You dig what I'm saying? So it's gonna happen in stages, right? It's not gonna be like, oh, this, they all gonna pop out. Nah, it's gonna happen in stages. You dig what I'm saying? You might have this being come in this form, right? And then after you start working with it and doing, you know what I'm saying, alchemizing and moving the energy around, then you might have another being. So you can work with more than one at the same time, but they wouldn't want to overwhelm you type shit with all of them just coming to you. Just imagine that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine that shit. Like, you just sit there chilling and you just feel and see all different kinds. Like, bro, you fuck around type of psychosis. Oh, that's a good question. What are some of the signs deities want your attention? So, like I said, you will start seeing symbols everywhere. You might start seeing symbols of these deities. You might see a symbol that you never even seen before, but when you go and look it up, it ties exactly with this being, exactly what the energy that this being is embodying. You may get a dream or astral travel, right? That's happened to me before. I got a dream or astral travel. You might hear it in a meditation. That has also happened to me before a lot. You dig what I'm saying? Um, what are some other ways? Another way is magnetism, right? Magnetism. Um, like for me, that was another big one. Magnetism. Like if I hear a certain name of a specific being or entity or energy, I will feel drawn to it type shit. You dig what I'm saying? Like you'll feel that pull. You dig what I'm saying? That magnetism towards it. Sixth sense. Now I'm seeing animals. Ringing in my ear has got much louder. What does that mean? Go watch my video on ear ringing. Go watch my video on ear ringing. Um, but yes, that question kind of made me lose my train of thought. But yes, like I was saying, being able being able to understand omnisciently that you're connected to everything, even though it has to do with bloodline, that don't got shit to do with shit. You dig what I'm saying? Uh, there's people who tap in to different cultures, deities, and things like that when they're not even a part of that race. How? You dig what I'm saying? Like I said, it doesn't really necessarily have to do with the physical bloodline. You dig what I'm saying? Or that vital life force energy. It more so has to do with your spiritual genetic memory and what you're able to unlock when you are able or to tap into these things. You dig what I'm saying? So, for example, there's a lot of people just tapped in with the Anunnaki story and things like that, and the storyline and things like that behind the Anunnaki. Well, that's just because their genetic memory is heavily rooted within that era or that time frame when that was going on. You dig what I'm saying? The trick is to not get stuck there, but to go further back beyond that because you can. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. People, there could be white people. I know y'all seen the stories, right? White people working with this, white people working with that, voodoo guys and goddesses and shit like that, right? Now, some of them get fucked up because they ain't don't know what they doing. But other ones, right? I forgot y'all could pin the comments. That shit raw. But other ones, right? More so understand that they are everything. They understand that law of one. Despite what people say, despite what people tell them, they are grounded and rooted within themselves, and they are able to understand they can connect to anything if they can perceive it. You dig what I'm saying? It's weird. Only lets me mute for you. I can't pin. I don't know why. You probably got to update your TikTok. But yes, so on YouTube, the name of the live on YouTube was "Who Are You and Why Are You Here?" Right? Who are you and why are you here? Now, I made that the title because we get into this journey and we begin to work with a lot of different energies, whether we're conscious of it or not conscious of it at the same time. And sometimes we get stuck, right? We get stuck. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, it is when you understand there's more to it. You dig what I'm saying? Like I said, people begin to tap in and get very rooted and grounded in a certain ideology or spiritual system, right? Because that's where their genetic memory has unlocked. That's why they feel so strong and so rooted and so ironclad about this specific spiritual system or whatever the case may be. So when you do that, just in a sense, cutting a sense of yourself off on who you are and why are you here. You dig what I'm saying? This journey through the knowledge of self is like a train ride, a continuous train ride. Y'all know what was that? What was that? What was it? No, I don't think it was that. It was some cartoon movie where they was had to fly. It was flying through everywhere on the train. Oh, Harry Potter. Harry Potter. It's like a continuous train ride. You dig what I'm saying? You're supposed to get off at certain stations, integrate the consciousness with whatever station, whatever being, whatever energy that is there, and then you're supposed to get off the train and keep going because your goal, right? One of your goals, one of your a part of everybody's soul contract. This is a part of everybody's soul contract is to teach source. What? He said teach source. How we gonna teach source? How we gonna teach source? One of everybody's main goals on their journey through the knowledge of self and enlightenment is to teach source. I gotta update your mind settings. But how would you teach source? If I was to ask any of y'all, how would y'all teach source? What would y'all say? I don't know how to do that. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Oh, there we go. I ain't know that. Bet. Bam. We locked in. But how would y'all teach source? How would y'all teach source? Write a book, teach yourself. What sign? Oh, I already read that. But yeah, how would y'all teach source? Teach yourself first because you are a source. No clue, God. See, these are some of the deep questions that y'all need to sit with y'allself and ask. You dig what I'm saying? That's also a gift. The gift to be able to ask questions. Downloading the answers ain't just the only aspect of it. You need to be able to download the question as well to download the answer. You dig what I'm saying? So how would you teach source, right? It's by going exactly through the knowledge of self, by going through all these different experiences, right? Going through all these different experiences, spending a little time over here in Cometicism, understand to something like Greek and Roman gods, and tap all the way completely in and understand why those gods and goddesses are prevalent in the avatars that they are in. Understand this. Most people don't want to rock with Greek and Roman gods because they are conceptualized as Caucasian beings. That's one thing that everybody has to understand. Who are you and why are you here? Despite what you look like, despite your skin color, despite whatever, you are everything and everything is you. This is why we have different guides or different symbols to help us have a visual and auditory and palpable grid and blueprint to be able to understand ourselves on a more macrocosmic level. You dig what I'm saying? So even us as neuromelanated beings, we shouldn't discredit Roman gods, Greek gods, none of that, because that's all an aspect of us, right? When we understand that a specific race of beings was grafted from us, well, you have to understand all of our teachings, all of our spiritual systems, all of our, you know what I'm saying, the way we did things also grafted with them as well, right? Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. Are y'all, and I want y'all to dig deep for this answer, but are y'all mad and upset that they done stole everything from us? Are y'all mad and upset that they stole everything from us? Are y'all mad and upset that they stole everything? Why? Why are y'all mad? Why? Why are you mad? Why? Y'all never sat down and asked yourself that question? Why? Why don't you like seeing Caucasians with crystals? Why? I love that shit. Because of my past life when I was still there, still remember. So now that you becoming aware, now you're in wholeness to you, goddess. But now what you should do is go back and alchemize and transmute that information. And Atlantis and Lemuria. It could have been right. But now that's when you gotta. That's what I'm saying. You have to be able to get on the train and get off the train, right? And that's where the Anunnaki story come in. I'm getting on that train, but I got 1 foot in, 1 foot out because I'm trying to peep game with this shit. But one thing that y'all have to understand, especially as neuromelanated beings, right? The people that you think is oppressing you, fucking you up, stealing your shit, taking your shit, ain't the people that you think. They just like me and you, like real spill. You dig what I'm saying? Real spill, right? Our focus shouldn't be solely on the collective Caucasian race and what they done did to us, right? Because we have to understand that they are the newest race. We all already ascended. Most of us is up there in the ethers, bit kicking it, manifesting all new type of worlds to go, you know what I'm saying, play in and create in and things like that, right? We already know and are remembering all this information. But what about the newer race? They're not remembering shit. Some of them are the ones that was incarnated into a neuromelanated body over and over and over again, and their soul has that genetic memory, and they can bring it back forth when they incarnate into a Caucasian body. But for the ones who are not or don't have that type of soul or that type of memory within their soul, what about them? Right? Most of us want to be spiritual healers and guiders and teachers and things like that, but we not trying to teach the race that we think is fucking us up. It's so many, and despite it don't even have to be Caucasian, there's so many people in general out here that look like me and you that is doing so much work for everybody, and not just themselves, for everybody as a people, right? Like I was saying, when you understand that a specific race of people was grafted from us, right? That would make them the newer race. Most people think that we are the new race. These neuromelanated beings, us, we the new race. Now we old as hell. We old as hell. The newer race of beings, the newer race of people will be the people who don't have that aspect of that molecule that allows them to tap in and everything and anything all at once. Source wanted to experience what it's like to not have that compound, to not have that chemical without that chemical. People say, "Oh, if you ain't got neuromelanated, you ain't neuromelanated, you ain't got neuromelanin, you ain't got no soul, you ain't connected with source, you ain't connected with the planet." Why would source allow itself to create a race of beings like that, to not allow it to have an avenue or an alleyway to get connected with it? That's like a mama having a baby, right? And she not ready to take care of the baby. So she has one or two choices: abort or adopt. Source ain't going to abort mission. Source never aborts mission. Source adopts to adapt, right? So we have to stop looking at other race of beings in that type of sense, right? Because when you understand who you are and why are you here, who you are and why are you here, you understand another aspect of adopt to adapt. Exactly. You understand that other aspect of why other people are here as well, why other races are here as well. Like I said, when you understand that you are one of the most ancient forms of anything that ever existed and have you create black, you create a black dot every single day nonstop. You have to be able to teach those who are not able to create that compound, that type of molecule. You have to be able to help them understand how to tap in, right? How to channel, how to do this, how to do that, how to feel that connection with source without actually having it physically. You dig what I'm saying? So now my question to everybody: who are you and why are you here? Are you here to know that you are God and to tell everybody that you are God and that's it? Or are you here to know that you are God and to help everything else understand that it is God as well, in a way that it can perspectivizely, I like making my own words, in a way that it perspectivizely understand it in themselves? When we are given any type of information, we are given and permeating and helping somebody understand something, right? It should be from the most open, omniscient, non-biased place. Cause I know, man, I be feeling it. I be feeling it collectively when you have certain neuromelanated beings say something about a specific race or the Caucasian race, and they really be hurt by that shit. Like I will be hurt by that shit. You dig what I'm saying? I will be hurt by that shit. We have to be able to allow people to understand that they can have their own connection with source their own way, because we are all walking omniverses, walking cosmos, walking universes. You dig what I'm saying? And that goes back to tie in when somebody asks, so crystals are deities? You are comprised of all different kinds of things inside of you. Do y'all know that scientists are still cutting this open and still trying to figure out things inside of our body that they don't know what it is? It's the law of correspondence. They still don't know are all different kinds of animals and insects and viruses and archaea and different types of bacteria that exist. They still don't know. They still searching the vastness of the seas to find out what's in there. So what about the vastness inside of you? We got to beat them to the punch. But the only way we can beat them to the punch, right, is to beat ourselves to the punch. Y'all got to understand. You know how when we start our spiritual journey and get on our spiritual awakening and everybody says you have to unlearn everything? That's constant. That's constant. Even still to this point that I'm in right now, I'm still unlearning the things that I've just downloaded. Like yesterday, like today, I'm still unlearning those same things that I just recently downloaded to understand them in a new perspectivized way. You dig what I'm saying? Wholeness of Torah. So that's a constant thing, unlearning to relearn. We get downloads from people who are in a unhealed place because of things that they have experienced with specific races and things like that. And those projections are being projected out into the masses so they won't feel alone on how they feel. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna start reading the comments now. Let me read over here. Chill out. Conscious integration, being aware of light and dark aspects, and being intentional about what we choose to embody from that energy stream. Ooh, I'm loving the YouTube chat. Ooh, dang! I love that. Oh, I wish I could like show some love back to that comment, like physically, man. That was a great breakdown of that for sure. How do you feel comfortable with the unlearning process? It's not supposed to be comfortable, right? You're supposed to be comfortable with the unlearning process is to understand that there's comfortability in being uncomfortable, right? There's comfortability in being uncomfortable. So get uncomfortable. If you are attempting to understand something from a different perspective from somebody and it's going against what you know and believe, stick there and listen to them. You're gonna have your ego gonna be going crazy saying, oh, this don't know what the fuck he talking about. He's saying this, he's that. But at that point, what your ego is trying to do is deflect the what your ego is trying to do is deflect the downloads, the information, the light codes that are being channeled straight to your subconscious mind so you can understand that same perspective that someone is giving. So allow yourself to sit there and be uncomfortable, right? And then after that, turn off whoever or whatever you was reading or whatever you was listening to and meditate. Listen to what your ego was saying about it. Listen to what your infinite self was saying about it. Merge both of them shits, push it to the subconscious mind. Throw it into a void, right? And then allow whatever begins to channel and come in. You dig what I'm saying? It's about being comfortably uncomfortable. What exactly do you mean by unlearn? For example, right? There was a point in time where people were saying white people don't have no soul. Everybody was like, white people don't got a soul. White people got a soul. Soul, no soul, no soul. I'm like, that shit don't make sense. That don't make sense. I could look somebody in the eyes and see if they got a soul. Even if you say they ain't got a soul. I could see where their soul might be cracked. Or it may not be having a specific angle of light being channeled through it, but they got one. So unlearning that. That's what I mean by unlearn. When you download some information, you're like, oh yeah. And it feels so good. It feels so good, right? Because it's releasing that dopamine. You feeling connected and you resonate with somebody who just said that. But you have to be able to unresonate. Because in that unresonation, there is a deeper connection when you let go and let flow. You know? I had a golden light shine on me before. When the time comes, we will be drawn together, indefinitely in Ashe. Much gratitude to everybody in there. What do you think about eating meat? All right. So how do I feel about eating in general? It solely has to be no. I do. First and foremost, I don't eat meat. First of all, I don't even call it meat. Meat is fruit. Flesh is meat. Flesh. That's what it is. Chicken, flesh. Beef, flesh. Steak, flesh. Shrimp, flesh. Lobster, flesh. That's flesh. Y'all heard that? That's muscles tearing. That's flesh. Right? Fruits have more of a meaty substance. It's juicy. Right? It has that H3O2. Your teeth don't sink into it. Your teeth slice through it. Take a chunk out. But how do I feel about eating in general? I do feel as though it's based on what you can handle in your body, but I also feel as though it solely has to do with the mind and how you're able to process what you're eating mentally, right? Because when people switch from a carnivorous diet to a plant-based livid or fruitarian livid, they stop halfway because they start going through the detoxification process. They think that because they start getting sick or things start happening inside of their body, they might start having a low this or a low that. They think that it's because of them eating fruit and it's fucking up their body. No, this is actually the proper medicinal holistic sustenance that you need to intake so that your body can integrate it so you can become fully luminous physically. This is why they say certain when black people, especially when they plant based for real and they get in the sun, they really glow. It's a complete glow from when somebody is eating flesh and they out in the sun. It's a complete different glow. They glow without the sun beaming on them. Real spill. You dig what I'm saying? So I feel as though it has to do with how people transmute the information that they're eating mentally, right? And I'm not just meaning mentally in mind. I mean mentally within your first brain, which is your gut. You dig what I'm saying? Your gut has to be able to transduce and transmute and transfigure that information so that your body is able to integrate it. But your body won't be able to integrate that information dealing with the fruits and the plants and things that you're eating if it has so much coagulation and mucus and acid flowing through it. So this is when the sickness and the disease starts to kick because your body is putting itself in a detoxification process. People call it getting sick. No, you just catch a detox. You dig what I'm saying? So when your body begins to show different signs and symptoms of what could have went wrong if you put that's the thing, right? You start eating this fruit, your body is starting to show you right now through the detoxification process what could have went wrong if you never started that detoxification process by eating the fruit, by eating the vegetables. I went plant-based, got stronger, but lost weight. Yeah, you lost that healthy weight. You know what I'm saying? A real God body. That's one thing me and my brother said. I'm like, me and my brother, we like, man, people talking about you can't build protein, you eating plant-based. We gonna show their ass, bro. Watch, we gonna show their ass. I'm like, yeah, we is gonna show them. I already got it down packed as far as how I feel energetically. Nigga, I feel like I can move a truck. You hear me? Lost connection. Drop a 9, y'all can hear me, y'all can see me. How much do I eat? Drop a 9, you can hear me, you can see me. Personally, I only eat one time a day, right? Energy transmutation because you're taking it in from you're giving your body a break to turn on your energetic bodies so your energetic bodies can eat energy the way that your physical body eats energy without having to go through the physical process down that energy to be able to integrate it. You dig what I'm saying? So I only eat one time. You dig what I'm saying? Be around 3 o'clock. After 3, it may be like a couple seeded grapes here and there. You dig what I'm saying? But the majority, it'd be like watered fruit. You know what I'm saying? Or fruit water. You dig what I'm saying? Fruit juice, things like that. How do you become plant based? So GMAC, Big Malayo, and in that ebook under the section how to become plant-based, I literally break down my journey through becoming plant-based and what I did. I gave a blueprint of what I did to how you can become plant-based as well. So click the link in my bio and go grab my ebook. Click the link in my bio and go grab my ebook, which will help you to tap into how to become plant-based. If y'all dropping on, y'all can hear me, y'all can see me. Just keep going out over here on TikTok. We good over here on YouTube. Do a juice feast, a juice fast feast. Yes. Watch how many actual people exist like real humans. What you mean by that? Much gratitude, Josh Richards. Plan to have my own garden so I have to go anywhere. Yes, everybody should be doing that. Hey, I feel like fasting and working out. I have. You dig what I'm saying? What's up with my frequency? You do. You fast and you work out. You do have. You do have a way better workout. You dig what I'm saying? Because now your body is not trying to break down what it's eating while you're working out. You gotta think, y'all gotta think of y'all body as an engine, right? Y'all gotta think of y'all body as a car, right? You get in the car and you start driving it, but you're not really paying attention to the pistons and the spark plugs. You're not paying attention to the fuel injectors. Not paying attention to the oil flowing through the motor and things like that, right? That will be the food that you're eating that is making your body do that. But what if you eat no food and allow your body to just solely thrive off the ADP, AMP, and ADP that it already has stored while taking it in more ADP, AMP, and ADP from the energy grid around you? Now, why in movies and stuff like that, you rarely see the superheroes eat. Why is that? Why is that? Start asking questions, man. I don't care if it sounds dumb. Ask it. Because it's gonna lead to you being able to ask another question and another one and another one. To where you get to that one big great question. And now you tapped into the how to ask those deep questions to yourself. Ellie Tom Elamine. Shout out to that guy for sure. Very crucial in my journey. But real quick before I hop off this live, because I wasn't gonna stay on long today. I got some stuff to do. I want some stuff that I'm manifesting to get done. You dig what I'm saying? But if any of y'all are looking to book a one-on-one consultation with me, click the link in my bio and book a one-on-one consultation. Do the stars power us? Yes, they do. Within these consultations, the basic ones basically just touch on anything that you have questions about within your journey and things that you have been experiencing. Then I also do dream or astral travel interpretation consultations, to where if you're having any type of meditative experience, any type of astral experience, any type of astral traveling, right? Any type of dream that you have that you may not understand what it meant. It was so deep, so much stuff was happening. I also offer astral travel interpretations to help you understand what you were going through in that dream so that you can manifest it or alchemize it or transmute it in this reality. Have you begin more into numerology? Yes. Yes. And it's more so the frequency is crazy. Like numerology has a vibration, has a frequency to tap into, to where it's just more so you being aware. Like numerology is an awareness. I love it, bro. Especially like how I'm doing it. It's really an awareness. I wonder if that's how. I wonder if it's how a sun heartbeat look. I don't know. Do you know why I feel connected with nature and everything? Because you are nature and everything. Um, Also, we are doing another retreat in August. We're doing another spiritual retreat in August. Me and the Goddess Nefer Soul. Um, the dates are the Lionsgate portal. The Lionsgate portal. So I think it's what the 8th through the 12th or something like that. So we're doing another retreat in Puerto Rico in August. So if y'all are missing the one that is coming up in February, get to the one in August, because it's gonna be during a lot of landscape portal, and it's gonna be some activations. I'm grateful to see where I'm gonna be at around that time. You dig what I'm saying? So definitely go tap into the Goddess Never Soul TikTok. Click the link in her bio. She has all the information about about the retreats. Like I said, if you can't make it to the one that we're doing in February, definitely come to the one in August. You dig what I'm saying? Hey, big lit, big lit. Also, go tap in with her meditation ebook as well. You dig what I'm saying? Tap in with my ebook. You did. Yes, we're doing another retreat in August. Like I said, go to the Goddess Never Soul TikTok, click the link in her bio, and go to her website. She has all the information there about her retreats on her Instagram, on her TikTok as well. She posts videos of previous retreats that she has done and things like that. It's gonna be different though, because there's more energy there. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna be there. We're gonna be giving more downloads and things like that. I am curious. What if you see someone of your past in your dream like a partner? Yeti mode. Click the link in my bio and book a consultation. Now, if y'all don't feel comfortable clicking the link in my bio and booking a consultation, now when you update your TikTok, y'all can now DM me on TikTok instead of y'all going all the way in my Instagram. Y'all can DM me on TikTok now. For those of y'all that have updated y'all TikTok, I don't have to follow y'all back for y'all to DM me. So y'all can DM me on TikTok, which is kind of like an alternative route in doing a consultation. You dig what I'm saying? So DM me on TikTok, or if you already have me on Instagram, DM me on Instagram. You dig what I'm saying? Man, it's a couple more questions. We gonna get up out of here. I had sleep paralysis 4 times and I was looking at different realities and dimensions. Yes. Yes, I want to watch that movie. I just seen a clip on TikTok. I don't know what movie it is, but they literally depicted perfectly what happens when you begin to integrate consciousness with a different version of yourself. But it just happened in this movie, and this movie is just happened with two people who was in the same reality. But literally, what they showed is literally how what happens when you have your consciousness integrated with a different version of yourself from another reality, where they was both connected with each other's minds. They could hear each other's thoughts, and they can see and feel what each other was feeling, being in two different places in this movie. Chill out, come here. But yeah. So for the YouTube family, I'm gonna be live on TikTok. I'm gonna end this YouTube live stream. I appreciate every single one of y'all that was on here on YouTube tapping in with me. Make sure that y'all are understanding who y'all are and why are y'all here. You dig what I'm saying? In an omniscient way as well, and understanding why here as well. Wholeness and Ashe. Yeah.